Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Wednesday, I've just got Clover and I've just come out to feed this noisy lot. You haven't seen them in a while. Come on you lot. I always bring them out a bit of bread in the mornings and they start fighting if you don't give them some bread, so here you go. Come on then, there you are. Stop, you see how they fight with each other like that. They try and peck each other's neck. Calm down you lot, would you? Just fed those three. Feed that one over there. They hiss a bit when the camera's out. Here, go on, you can have that bit. And then this one in the middle can have some. The one with the grey feathers there is the gosling from last year, so actually if any of them need some food, it's the gosling more than any of them, so I'd give them a little bit extra. You don't like the camera today, do you? Go on. But they are funny. As you can see, they're some real characters. Give me that bread. That's what you say. Give me that bread. Sorry, you're a female goose, you are. Now, look, come on, don't hiss at me now. Nice way to start the day, and they're real characters. You have to look after them. I've just given you a big bit. Go on, pick it up. It's on the ground. I've missed it. They are quite savage, actually. When it goes in the puddle a bit, it just soaks the bread for them. Normally they have it in the lake, but they've come up here this morning to have it. There you go. There you are. And then Clover waits patiently because she knows that they'll come and get her if she comes near them. So she's like, come on, let's get out of here. So I have to feed them religiously every day in the winter because they don't get as much food this time of the year. Normally they graze a bit of grass in the summer and they can even get a bit of food in the autumn, but this time of the year they've got no food. So I just normally give them a little bit of toast like that, any bits of bread left in the bin, and then sometimes I'll get them a sack of wheat as well, give them some of that. Maybe we'll grow the goose herd or the goose flock. I don't know what it is, a goose flock or herd. For next year, and we'll have some more geese. But they are really good fun to have around. I've had them for about 5 years now, and they are a noisy lot. Now that I've fed the geese, we'll just get the gator out, and I've got some rolling to do today, and they're just in the menage. I normally use the little 65 or the 135. I find the 65 a bit too big for the menage, so I normally use the gator. And also, because it's been raining a lot recently, I normally take the gator because it's nice to be under the cab. Oh, it's cold. She's cold. Come on, gator. Warm her up. It's always a nightmare getting this roller on because where I leave it parked, it's difficult to tell how far back you're coming with the hitch every time, so I'm constantly in and out all the time picking up the roller. And in the end I just do it by hand, but there's some weight in that thing. There's my dump trailer. I can do with another one. I'll do the Manitou, I think, and the dump trailer on the same day. They both need cleaning. Just go around several times and then whip through these jumps. It's always a bit difficult knowing which way to go around the jumps because then sometimes you get caught in between them and then I can't reverse with the roller. So farm diversification really. That's what it is. Ooh, don't smash the wing mirror off. Ooh, that can happen a lot. Somebody's moved the jumps since I was here this morning. Always happens, this does. Someone moves the jumps and then and then this part is too near to the fence, and then when I come through the roller catches it. But the other day came through fine. It's just when people move the jumps. You'll have to move the jumps after people have moved the jumps. Good as new. Other than those jumps over there, which are always a bit near the fence, and people move them, and then it makes the way you're driving down a bit narrow. Other than that, it's not too bad. We have been thinking about maybe looking at a Bomag roller which you get on those construction sites. Maybe we could use that to whiz around the arena because they're articulated. The only thing with the gator is it's difficult when you have to reverse into the corners. So we have looked at a Bomag maybe for the future. More in the summer when we're using the gator for checking livestock, and then we have to do this rolling as well. It becomes a little bit of a difficulty because everyone's after the gator, but it's always being used for two different jobs, if that makes sense. And that's when the little 135 comes in handy because we can use that hopefully when it comes back for rolling the arena. I just need to like fill up the little gator because I run out of diesel pretty frequently when you're doing these jobs. Come on. Oh, you got to be careful. You can't put too much diesel in. Just a little bit. Doesn't take very much this sort of thing to fill up. Much better than the old Can-Am we used to have. I know the Can-Ams are really good, but I think if you're on a farm, you really want to be using some diesel because it's what you've got available rather than going to the garage. I think petrol's like £1.50 a litre at the moment as well, so not the cheapest things to run around in petrol versions. Although I did enjoy that Honda Pioneer. That was a really good little machine to whiz around in. Okay, now we have to take the wheels off the little set of rollers. Just got an over the road. Probably be a 24, I'd imagine, on those wheels. And I can't use with a pneumatic wrench. I'll just have to use this cordless one I normally have in the workshop. Does a pretty good job. Pop that on there. There you go. Really good little things these are. I'm just going to use the loader to pick the wheels off the rollers. Unfortunately I haven't got any jacks anymore. My last one broke, which I normally use for lifting stuff up. So I'm going to use the pallet tines on this. Just want to get a bale. There you are, literally one tine. And she's mine. There we go. Now I've got the pallet tines on, but unfortunately there's a load of machinery in the way, and I'm trying to get to the rollers at the back. Nice and steady, nice and gentle. You just stand there, Mr. Bucket. I suppose the real question was, are the nuts on the wheels 19mm or 24mm? Let's have a little look. What have we got? Oh yes, first time. So they've been on there for a while. Yeah, pretty much rusted on. Right, I don't want to lose these. Yeah, missing a nut. I'm going to run out of battery at this rate. Put them down in the grass, swimming, boiling. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm just going to pop it down and hopefully that will just sit there. Its bearing just sounds as though it's a little bit grindy. Wondering whether it's gone or if it just needs a bit of grease. But, is the bearing gone or is it good? I think that should be okay. We'll put the cap back on. I think it needs some more grease actually. We'll fill that up. For anyone who's asking, we use these rollers every year just to roll in our spring barley. Had these rollers, we've had them for like 15 years, and as you can maybe tell, they've seen better days. They've sort of really cracked on the edges there. So they're bust, they're finished. I've got a new set in the shed, which we'll just go and find before we drop them off at the dealership, where I normally go to get the tyres done. They've got someone else who can do the tyres now, which is good. So we can get them up there. Oh my god. They're sitting fine like that, just about their wheels for now. I know it's not ideal, but at least I was able to use the telehandler and not get a jack. I do need a jack at some point, but they'll be fine there like that. For some reason I've got Clover's dog food. 2 bags I bought for her. She's only a little dog, she eats a hell of a lot. And at a JSF the other day, you shouldn't put the steering wheel on too much of a hard lock, otherwise it does squeak. And I've noticed, I don't know if you can hear this, that's the clutch. Always squeaks for some reason. It's just one of those things. It's got character. That's what I like about the old vehicles and old tractors and things like that. I was asked the other day about the new Land Rover Defender 90. The thing is, these old ones are just so good for off-road use, and also they don't have any AdBlue, which I quite like, so you don't really have to worry too much. That JSF company, they're a really good load of blokes down there, and thanks to old Land Rovers, they've still got a business, a job. Whereas if there's too many of these new ones come out, they might not have a business, you know, because they don't work on the new ones. So Thursday, tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. What a wonderful part of the world Norfolk is. You know, sometimes I forget about it when I look at... I watch a lot of other YouTubers actually all over the world. Somebody in America, Millennial Farmer, I like watching his content. Mike Mitchell, who farms in Canada. And you see sort of Canada and America, and it looks a really nice place, and I'm sure it is. But the UK is a nice place as well. We're just on a mini scale, we're on a micro scale. I keep having to tell myself that, because when you see some of these big farms nowadays, it's just huge, what's out there. But here in Norfolk, we've got our farm, our little farm, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. We you know, keep doing the best we can do. And, you know, it's quite fun, really. Whether you've got, you know, 10,000 acres, 20,000 acres, or 10 acres, I think as long as you're passionate, as long as you're having fun and enjoying yourself, you know, that's all that matters, really. And it's the same with whatever type of farming you're doing. I've noticed a lot of people today like the big tractors, big farms, big combines. But you know, there's nothing wrong with being like a chicken farmer if you're really passionate about chickens, or if you want to be a pig farmer and you're really passionate about pigs, or might be fish farming, whatever it is. I think if you're passionate about it, there's nothing wrong with that, and I think everyone's got their own passions of what they like. Once we've done this today, I'll work tomorrow on the pottinger, get that all sorted, shear bolts, new points, they may as well go on before long, and then we'll be well away. Shout out to Trelleborg for sending us these replacement ones. This is a AW305 tyre, which will hopefully fit on the rim. I've had a stud roller set, so if I get up early and do this, I can maybe have a cheeky McDonald's breakfast if I'm early enough. Lovely job. Right, that's all ready for the morning. Calm down. Yeah. Sweet, that's those jobs done for today, and the farm agent has found a subsoiler which we're going to go and have a look at. Or I think the farm agent's going to go and have a look at it, and then we'll maybe go and pick it up. Might be able to pick it up with the tractor rather than getting a lorry in. So that'll be good. I think it's Cousins. So change from the Ransoms, because I don't think we get the points for that. But it'll be a Cousins, I don't know what the name of it is. It's like a 3-leg Cousins subsoiler. And then we'll probably be getting some straw in and maybe doing a bit of muck carting. Normally do muck carting on a Thursday, so muck cart day tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one, guys.